Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. It is Saturday morning. I hope you've had a great week. Hope you're able to reach all of your goals this week. And perhaps you haven't quite reached all of those goals and there's still a little bit of time left for you to knock them out the park. Honey, good morning. Happy Saturday morning to you. It's good to see you. Our teacher for this week is Michael Beckwith. And today's message has a question mark. It is a question. What will your song be? What will your song be? So let's see how we get to that question through today's message. Hey, somebody, good morning. Happy Saturday. We are given this choice every day. Will I complain about what's not going my way? Or will I become conscious of and find gratitude for the many things that really are going my way? Whatever holds my attention, whatever my attention goes to again and again, I will be shown more of that. Michael Beckwith says, gratitude places you in the energy of plenitude. Perceiving life in a consciousness of gratitude is literally stepping into another dimension of living. Suddenly, the seeming ordinariness of your days take on a divine sparkle. Perceiving life in a consciousness of gratitude is literally stepping into another dimension of living. And it really is. Comparing two human beings in these two scenarios, it's clear to see how they really are living in completely different realities. One person's wiring is to pay attention to everything that goes wrong, everything that's bad, everything that's not going their way, and their life is a living hell because of that. The other person's wiring is to subconsciously search for, point out, and lift up everything that's worth having gratitude for. Everything that does actually go our way. And if that is what your attention is drawn to again and again, and the same two people, they could even be living in the same household, are living completely different realities, one in hell and one in paradise. Michael Beckwith says, you cannot bring anything new into your life until you are grateful for what you have now. His next thought is, authentic gratitude is a way of life. When you wake up in the morning, let your first thought be one of thanksgiving that you have another day to walk in the love of God. As you go through your day, see the giver behind all of the gifts freely being given to you. The next thought from Michael Beckwith is, complaining is a prayer to the devil. I do find that one a little bit tongue-in-cheek and light-hearted. Not realistic, but I like thinking of it that way. Complaining is a prayer to the devil. It's worth taking a pause on the many things that really are going your way, even when it feels like nothing does. If you get into your car and drive home, and you actually arrive home in one piece, that is a big deal. Let it be a big deal. It may feel small. You may be totally taking that small thing for granted, but if you notice every small win and hold it in gratitude, you will literally be living in a new reality. Good morning, Maggie. Happy Saturday to you. It's great seeing you. Michael Beckwith says, and I think this is my favorite, The enlightened give thanks for what most people take for granted. And isn't that such a nice description of what it might mean to be enlightened? Enlightened simply means to notice the little things and to actually really have gratitude for the little things. You can train your brain to recognize possibilities over problems. If you don't, you'll be like 90% of scared humans out there, seeing only problems and no possibilities. The last thought from Michael Beckwith today is, the universe corresponds to the nature of your song. The universe corresponds to the nature of your song. So what will your song be? Will your song be one of complaining, or will it be a song of gratitude? Today's meditation is a reminder that every day I am given a choice. I can live in the dimension of unhappiness, complaining about what's not going my way, or I can live in the dimension of gratitude for all of the blessings that I really do have. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together. Today's meditation is the normal Saturday meditation. Come to your senses. We'll pay attention to this amazing body's beautiful physical senses. Let's start with the first few big breaths. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. Our journey today is checking in with this body and the physical senses of this amazing body. So we'll start checking in with this body right now. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your forehead, to the space between your eyes. Do you perhaps sometimes find yourself carrying a frown there? And right now, is that space completely soft and relaxed? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Do you perhaps find sometimes that you're holding tension there? Shoulders pulled up high, almost level with your ears. And when you do find that, you remember to take a few big breaths and roll out your shoulders. Help them soften and relax. With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your stomach area. The place where tension hides the most effectively. We can carry stress, tension, and anxiety in this stomach area for years without noticing. Right now, is that space soft and relaxed? With your next exhale, as your body softens, bring your attention to your legs and to your arms, and specifically your hands. Hands are another place where tension sometimes hides and we don't realize it in tightly clenched fists. Sometimes we can even have those nail imprints on our palms. Right now, are your hands half open, gently lying in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. Then one more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at the very least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, this is always a good place to stop though. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body. Feel how softness settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation it invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a moment to welcome yourself to this body. Perhaps even wrap your arms around this body and let this body know, hello body, I really love having you. Take your next big breath. Our journey of the senses starts at the top with our eyes and the experience that our eyes give us, and then it works its way through our body. So with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, the question is, if you were to open your eyes, what would be something obvious that you would see? Now we're playing the game with our eyes closed today. Use your mind to study this obvious object. See it from all of its angles, see all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Now we'll change gears. We're still staying with your eyes, but this time as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, the question is, what would be a much less obvious object in the room that you're in? Take a moment with your eyes closed to search through this room. Find something really small or something hidden. And now with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, study this less obvious object. See it from all of its angles, see all of its color, and find all of its texture. Take your next big breath. today's message from Michael Beckwith is about embracing a life of gratitude, embodying gratitude as a way of living. And when we stop and think about this for a moment, it's so clear to see how that is a completely different reality when we embody gratitude as a way of living. Because we could also be embodying complaining as a way of living. And those are completely different worlds to live in. Take a moment of real gratitude for your eyesight and the experience that your eyes give you. We'll take a step down to our ears, to what you can hear. And with your next big breath as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear right now. Listen deep into this obvious sound and see if you can find the different layers of vibration in this obvious sound. But then also, this is a reminder to embody gratitude as a way of living. Have that conversation about what you're hearing too. Gratitude for the gift of being able to hear. Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and this time as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, bring your attention to the faintest sound that you can hear. What is something that's barely more than a whisper? Listen deep into that faint sound and see how much of it you can hear. Take your next big breath. We'll take another step down to your sense of smell. And for the next 2 stops, smell and taste, change your breathing to whatever it needs to be. And of course, these ones are a little bit more tricky, especially if you perhaps have nothing to bring to your mouth or bring to your nose right now. So lean into a bit of curiosity. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, bring your attention to your sense of smell. Can you smell anything obvious right now? Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and this time, as you take a deep breath and dive deep into you, is there any other smell that you can find right now? And while you're at it, remind yourself of the richness that this sense adds to your life. What comes to my mind is, right now, in this part of the world at least, the jasmine and the yesterday, today, and tomorrow have scents that are thick in the air. And how much richness does it add to my life to be able to notice those smells? Take your next big breath. We'll take another step down to your mouth, to your taste buds. And for this one, bring an extra dose of curiosity. Let's see if there's anything there. When you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, is there any obvious taste you can find right now? Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears again, and this time, as you take a deep breath to dive deep into you, is there perhaps any other taste that you can pick up out of the air right now, if that's even possible? And while you're at it, remind yourself of the richness, the sensory richness that this sense adds to your life. What are some of your favorite things to taste? Take your next big breath. We have one more stop, and that is the surface of your skin. At the end of our lives, whether we had little or plenty, whether we reached all of our goals or didn't, at the end of our life, there'll be only a few things that ever really mattered. And one of them is, how did it feel to be in this body? Did you take the time to embrace the experiences that this body is capable of. The amazing sensory experiences that make us alive. Or are we always too distracted by everything that's wrong? What does it feel like to be in this body? As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, scan the surface of your skin and see where you find the most obvious sensation. And for a moment, linger your attention there. How much could you describe from this obvious sensation? What are the different pressures you can experience there? Take your next big breath. And then just one more time we'll dive in to find the slightest sensation on the surface of your skin. Is there perhaps a spot where you can just gently feel fabric rest on skin? Or perhaps you can even feel the air touch the skin on your forehead or cheek. Take your next big breath. We'll take one more big breath together to slip out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. Michael Beckwith reminds us that we can live our lives in one of two ways. We can live a life of embodying the gratitude for everything, or we can live the life that embodies the unhappiness of the things that don't go our way. He says, gratitude places you in the energy field of plenitude. Perceiving life in a consciousness of gratitude is literally stepping into another dimension of living. Suddenly, the seeming ordinariness of your days take on a divine sparkle. Just imagine the ordinariness of your days taking on a divine sparkle and recognizing that. He says you cannot bring into your life anything new until you are grateful for what you have now. Michael Beckwith reminds us authentic gratitude is a way of life. When you wake up in the morning, let your first thought be one of thanksgiving that you have another day to walk in the love of God. As you go through your day, see the giver behind all of the gifts freely being given to you. Complaining, he says, is a prayer to the devil. Then my favorite quote this morning, Michael Beckwith says, "Here's the difference between enlightened people and people who are not. The enlightened give thanks for what most people take for granted. The universe corresponds to the nature of your song. So what will your song be? Will your song be one of complaining? Or are you singing daily a song of gratitude? We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this amazing body with all of its sensory experiences. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the richness added to my life through the experiences that this body make available. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to notice the little things, the things that we easily take for granted, to point them out and have gratitude for these little things. Because the little things, they really are not so little. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the reminder to celebrate every little thing. Leaving home, and going to the store, and coming back home in one piece is a cause for celebration. Let me not glance over every little thing that is cause for celebration. I will celebrate everything that I want to see more of. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for slipping into this beautiful space with us. We have a choice. We can live our lives in one of these 2 ways. We can live a life of complaining, which really is living in hell right now. Or we can live a life of gratitude, embodying gratitude, which means right now, life is paradise. Thank you, Sunmari. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Honey. Wishing you a beautiful Saturday, a beautiful weekend. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.